Hey, Mike Newman, Dyset 2, Illinois, and this is the first episode of Sunday Morning Finish Line. If you haven't seen my stuff before, basically I go through some of the past meets, events, the past week or month, or I just talk about them. I just talk about them, and I usually end with something funny at the end. That usually gets a couple laughs. Let me just start off by saying that in the last, I guess got done. I just studied John Woold's running form for 46 straight hours. 4 days ago, I studied his final sprint at Detweiler for, it's got close to 19 straight hours. And a month ago, I think it was, let me check. I think it was a month ago. I stared at my past tweets, and I was admiring how perfect they were, the perfectness of them about John Wold. I just looked at the ones about John Wold. Like 90% of my tweets. So yeah, that was good. But talking about that, actually, one week ago, I was at Glenbard South, and I found that Wold wasn't going full speed yet. He was just kind of just going slow hurdle drills and dynamic warm up, but he's not going full speed, I guess, till the end of April. That's what his coach told me. And I was just watching him. After watching him do high knee butt kicks, like they were phenomenal, absolutely. After watching him do high knee butt kicks, I can promise you that he is going to set the world record in the mile by the end of April. I mean, he looked that good. If he, John, I'm talking to you now here. If you don't win every event in the state meet track meet this year, every single event, it will be a failure for you. I mean, you look that good. I mean, I've seen Jack Keelan, Evan Yeager, Matt Withrow. I mean, I've seen them all do butt kicks, high knee butt kicks. But John Wold just absolutely destroys them, blows them out into a gym. Knowing that, he was amazing. He was only going half speed. And for that reason, I have John Wold's son, future son, ranked first in every event in cross country meet for the 2052 to 2056 seasons. I mean, I don't know, John. It was incredible watching you doing it. If you ever get a chance, go see it. It's a thing. It's a thing of beauty. The next thing I want to talk about is York. I'm always interested in the future of York. People say that I studied York too much, and that's a lie. My job is not about one school. I like to study everything. But I did spy on some 1st through 8th grade recesses at Elmhurst elementary and middle schools. It's something I do very often. And one kid came out, struck me. I'd like to call him Donald Sage Jr. At the 2nd grade recess, maybe a month and a half ago, he outran everyone in recess freeze tag. I mean, that's never been done. also, I've been watching some of the 4th and 5th graders, and I firmly believe that if they got if Don Sage Jr. and a couple of the 4th and 5th graders got a 4x18 to go, just get one together, I think that gets an Illinois Prep top times record. Indoor for 3A. They're far better than any of the freshmen and sophomores in this year's class. York's future is very bright now. I'm saying this from my heart. Very, very bright. So that's York. That's York for you. I'm really happy right now with Wool, York, Perrier. Everyone's doing good. Up next, I'm going to talk about some of the big outdoor meets coming up. First one I have to talk about is the Harper meet, hosted by some school, Harper. The Harper meet. If you haven't seen Harper, let me tell you. This is what I've heard. It is a perfect track. I heard it's hilly in some places, flat in others. I heard really fast times come out of Harper. Wind speeds, I guess, are almost helping the runners that run there. Heard it's really nicely new paved track, turf infield and everything. So I'm not going to this one, but if you can, I'd head out to Harper College. There's a track around there. From my notes, Oswego East and Northside Prep should control the distance events. The only other school that actually has track and field, that is actually not me. There's other schools, but I've never even heard of them. They might even be elementary schools from other states. I'm not even sure. But St. Viator, and they have no good boys distance runners as far as I know. I know a lot. I know a lot of stuff, even though many people give me criticism, shout-outs on Twitter. I don't know. They must not have a full 52 card deck. They must be 51 cards short or something. On the girls' side, though, look for John Duffy of St. Viator to control both the girls' 3,200 meters and 1,600 meter runs. John had a good cross-country season, so good luck to her. Excuse me. But the real deal at this meet is two coaches that are very passionate about the sport. You got Jim Milner of Oswego East and John Fuja of, I can't remember the school name. They could. From what people are saying, they could rumble in the Harper infield. I know that's kind of weird, but I heard it's possible. Another thing I heard is that all the coaches had to sign a waiver, saying that if they got trampled by coaches running in the infield, that's what shocked me. And then they died. It was their fault. It wasn't the coaches. One specific coach. So beware in the infield of that Harper meet. Again, I won't be at that meet. I will be wherever John Wold is. If John Wold is staying at home, I'll be wherever Perrier is. And if Perrier is at home, I'll probably be at a York. Some York event somewhere. And now to the fun part of the show. I was scavenging through some old yearbooks and pictures and photos and photo albums, and I found out that I used to make some pretty funny faces in pictures. Like when the parents like, all right, funny face time. I mean, I was the king of funny faces. Let me tell you, I was the king of funny faces. Um, um, so I'd like to show you some, just as a special treat for you guys, obviously. So the first one is oh, I mean that was one of my best. I think I saw that on plenty of pictures. My second most favorite was this. Classic. Didn't get the girls. Did not get the girls. I don't think. Um, and the last one. I mean, this one was in almost everyone. I mean, other than the ones that I just talked about, everyone was this one. It was my go-to punch. You gotta keep it a secret though. It's that good. So here you go. So that's all I have for you today. Tune in. There's only one part this week, but sometimes you have 2 or 3. Just focus on the 2 or 3 runners I liked the best. It's about 8 minutes on each of them. Thanks for watching. I wish you luck in these next after meets. You know, when my top time is coming up, I didn't mention that. I was focused on Harper, but that's a big meet, and just adios. Go Sweden.